Mohammed, we are very glad to see you in our stream. What's happened in Gaza now?
Actually, I think that you are update and you have heard how the situation is worsening and the humanitarian conditions are really deteriorating second after second. Right now, you know that we have more than 200 people who are killed, in addition to around 1,300 injuries, most of them children and women. People right now don't know what to do. Most of families have been internally displaced from their own houses from the eastern and north of the Gaza Strip. In addition, internally, me myself, yesterday they requested to evacuate the building that we are live in because they want to bomb another building next to us. And you know, the frustration and disappointment among the Palestinians are at the very high levels.
Mohammed, can you please explain what's happened right now?
Every single hour, or even maybe every single half an hour, we hear a lot of pumping, terrifying sounds. They are attacking everywhere without any prior notice. They are attacking buildings, streets, infrastructure. And the last attack was very close to the Ministry of Health. Actually, what I think that the people of the Gaza Strip, I'm talking here about 2 million capita, are trying their best since 15 years just to live as other people around the world. We have been treated like the chicken in a cage. Since 15 years, we have been prohibited to act just like human beings. Everything is not allowed to enter. We have a very large restriction of movement. People of the Gaza Strip do not want to be treated like that they are waiting for money or imposition of aid. They want to work, to live. You know, even the dreams of the Palestinians, I mean the rights of all of the youth and human beings around the world, it's just like a dreams for the people here in the Gaza Strip. Can you imagine that we are talking about youth in their 13s of their age? They don't have a single penny. They don't have access to work. They don't have access to nothing. We have limitations, health and other humanitarian aspects. Netanyahu and any other politician want to reclaim even a fake victory by targeting the civilians in the Gaza Strip. And what the settlement started in Sheikh Jarrah and all of the harassment being done towards the Palestinians in Jerusalem and Sheikh Jarrah, in the light of completely neglecting from the entire international community, people, even the decision makers around the world, they forget that the Palestinians are a human being, just are like others around the planet. Yesterday, the minister of Norway, she condemned the rockets being thrown from the Gaza Strip towards Israel without any condemnation or sympathy. With 200 people killed in the Gaza Strip, most of them women and civilians. We are talking here about more than 60 violations being committed against journalists in the Gaza Strip. Decision of Security Council and the international humanitarian law declared that journalists in any armed or conflict areas should be treated as civilians, and the protection of those journalists are one of the top priorities as life-saving. The international community, even the Arab countries and also the European countries, are neglecting what's happening in the Gaza Strip, and they only focusing on the reaction of the Palestinians. Imagine that you brought a cat and you keep beating it for a while. You need to have a reaction. We are not allowed to do anything of life aspects since 15 years, and no one cares, because you know those 2 millions need to be genocide or should be killed because they are Palestinians or live in the Gaza Strip. the international community and all of the nations must pay more attention and stand transparent from a transparent perspective towards what's happening in the Gaza Strip, the violations being committed.
That shit what media gives into the people in the mind, and they think they are not humans, they are terrorists. Who you are.
The media and the international community are not here in the ground. I have two daughters, one of them 5 years old and the other one only 1 year. Every single bombing happened, my 5 years daughter come and hug me, and she just asked me while she's crying, please, Dad, put me inside your heart because I don't want to die. She's 5 years old. Can you imagine? You know that most of the attacks and the bombing and the targeting of the civilians, they are saying that are terrorists in the Gaza Strip. Can you just mention the names of those terrorists? Me, myself, yesterday, I visited one of the main streets with one of the biggest genocide all over the history being committed there. Families, I'm talking here about 6 floors building, be bombed without any previous notice. All of the families, the children, doctors, lawyers, all of them under the robbers, and they have been targeted directly. You know, when you need to have accusations and just justify your terror and your bad doings, you can say that you are targeting terrorists or even maybe Bin Laden or someone else, but the truth is something else. Can you imagine why they are preventing the international media to enter Gaza? I have too many people from the UK, Canada, France, and also Netherlands. They are just want to come and cover what's happening actually here in the ground. They're closing. Me, myself, now I'm sitting in the home by myself, my wife and my 2 daughters. They were obliged to evacuate the home because of the current situation. In any second, and maybe in this live, you will hear the bombing and they'll attack the building that I'm staying in with no reason. Since 84 hours, they asked all of the neighborhood to evacuate while we are in the middle of Gaza city. What I think that the most important thing we need to do is to put more pressure and to advocate for, more justice and better treatment for the people of the Gaza Strip, and also make sure that the international conventions and agreement being applied in such a proper way here in the Gaza Strip and in entire Palestine. This is what we need. And I do believe that the individual do not have that power to affect the authorities and decision makers. But within the theory of a change process, I think that every single voice have the power of change.
Only 10. I can't even do anything this morning. I just want to be a doctor or anything to help my people, but I can't. I'm just a kid. I don't even know what to do. I get scared, but not really that much. I do anything for my people, but I don't know what to do. I'm just 10. I'm just 10. All of this, when I see it, I literally cry every day, saying to myself, why do we deserve this? What did we do to this?